These four things, your relationship has a 90% chance of ending, according to psychology.
So, this is a little bit of a misunderstanding of the statistic and really emphasizes the dangers of oversimplifying scientific research by boiling it down to these really catchy statistics. The original statistic comes from the work of Dr. John Gottman, and he's a researcher who has a history of studying couples for long periods of time. He says that he can predict with 90% accuracy whether or not a newlywed couple will get divorced in the first 5 years of their marriage, specifically looking for the presence of four particularly damaging behaviors that may occur when trying to have difficult conversations with your partner. He calls these behaviors the four horsemen of the apocalypse, which are defensiveness, stonewalling, criticism, and contempt. Now, this TikToker says if you engage in these behaviors, you will get divorced 90% of the time. And that seems really scary. The real statistic is that when looking at couples' behaviors, John Gottman can predict with a 90% accuracy whether or not that couple will get divorced in the future. So it's not 90% of the time, if those behaviors exist, someone's getting divorced, but rather when that researcher tries to observe patterns of behavior, he will be 90% accurate as to whether or not that couple will get divorced in the future. And even that statistic is a little bit misleading. Because what John Gottman does is he observes these couples for years, right? Like a decade. At the end, those couples are either divorced or they're not. And then John Gottman takes all of the data he's collected on those couples and tries to fit a model that will explain that divorce likelihood at the end. So those models are tailor-made to his participants in that particular study. We as researchers cannot then take his model and apply it to a sample outside of his study. So what this means essentially is these four behaviors are damaging to our relationship. The extent to which those behaviors are present likely contribute to our divorce risk in the future, particularly if they're present in those early years of your marriage. Because frankly, the happiest point of our marriage will be the first day we get married, and our relational stability, satisfaction, happiness will decrease over time. So those very early years of our marriage are really formative to our ultimate success in our relationship. And that is what John Gottman's research has found.